Bienvenidos, bienvenidos a clase de español. This is lesson 4, lesson number 4 on Spanish. Thank you for joining us today. So in this lesson, lesson number 4, basically a Spanish 1, we will learn to say, what is your name? You will learn how to say hello, how to greet people. We're going to read together and ask questions and answer questions. You will be able to say where you are from. You will be able to rewrite sentences. We will have a quiz. We will talk about the verb tener, to have, which you use to talk about how old you are, or say how old someone is. And then I have a homework challenge at the end, a homework challenge for you. So this is a very interesting, I think, video. First, what is your name? Are you able to tell a person what your name is and where you are from? ¿Cómo te llamas? Can you answer the question, ¿Cómo te llamas? And ¿de dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres tú? Right? ¿De dónde eres? These are two very important questions that we should learn to answer and ask. ¿Cómo te llamas? You should answer, yo me llamo, whatever your name is. Yo me llamo John. Yo me llamo John. Now, there's a second way of saying it, and it's mi nombre es. Mi nombre es. You choose one and you stick with it. Sometimes some people like to use the first one, and sometimes people like to use the second one. That is up to you. They both relate the same thing. My name is. ¿De dónde eres? Where are you from? ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? You're talking in the first person and you're saying I, so it's yo soy de, wherever you are from, right? Yo soy de Argentina, in this case, in número uno. Yo soy de Argentina. Now in número dos, you're saying where the other person is from, right? We all know what ella is. We know what ella is. Ella is she, right? Ella es de los Estados Unidos. Ella es de los Estados Unidos. She is from the United States. Muy bien. And número tres, you are including yourself there. Nosotros somos de. Nosotros somos de. We are from. Nosotros somos de México. Nosotros somos de México. We are from. Right? Okay. So here we have people that are going to be either talking about themselves or someone is talking about them. I want you to pay very close attention. Is it the person talking about themselves, or is someone else talking about that person? Because that is very important. So let's look at número uno here, the first person here. The first person, first of all, can we let me ask, is it that the person is speaking about themselves, or is someone else talking about the person? Someone else is talking about the person because they start with él. We all know that él means he, right? if he was talking about himself, he would not refer to himself as he. Someone else is actually speaking or talking about him in this case, in a good way. So read with me. Él se llama Pedro Cano. Pedro es de Los Ángeles, California, de los Estados Unidos. Let's do that one more time. Él se llama Pedro Cano. Pedro es de Los Ángeles, California, en los Estados Unidos. Muy bien. Now let's see what this young lady has to say. Well, off the bat, we can see that she is starting with yo, pronoun yo, I, right? Or in this case, in the first sentence, it's kind of like my, because she's telling us what her name is, right? My name is. So she says, yo me llamo Cassandra Matos. Soy de Panamá. And she asks a question of us. She asks, ¿de dónde eres tú? ¿De dónde eres tú? Like here. ¿De dónde eres tú? Where are you from? ¿De dónde eres tú? We're not going to answer just yet. Here we have more people with the same questions. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿De dónde eres? Let's see what they have to say. Let's read together. These two young ladies say, nosotras, remember, feminine form, nosotras with as ending, two girls, feminine form, right? Not masculine, but feminine form. So, nosotras somos de México. Yo me llamo Elena Llano. Ella se llama Rosa Espinal. And she asks the question, ¿de dónde son ustedes? ¿De dónde son ustedes? Where are you all from? Again, we're not going to answer. Let's see what these two young people have to say. Emily Bernal y Carlos Acosta son de España. Son buenos amigos. Son buenos amigos. They are good friends. Son buenos amigos. Well, somebody's talking about them because they started with their name, right? Muy bien. Now, let's answer some questions. Do we know enough from the other lessons that we have done that we can actually answer some questions? So we're going to briefly read what is said about this young man, and then we are going to answer some questions about this piece here. We're going to read quickly. Él se llama Pedro Cano. Pedro tiene 17 años. Pedro es de Los Ángeles, California, en los Estados Unidos. Notice that every sentence is telling us something about this young man. And the first question that we have is, ¿cómo se llama el chico? ¿Cómo se llama el chico? They're asking that of us. So we have to tell them. Right? ¿Cómo se llama el chico? If you want to pause the video, write down your answer, you can do that. We should respond something like this. El chico se llama Pedro Cano. That's what he told us. That's what they told us in the first sentence. El chico se llama Pedro Cano. Pregunta número 2. ¿De dónde es él? ¿De dónde es él? Where is he from? ¿De dónde es él? Él es de Los Ángeles, California, en los Estados Unidos. Now we used él, he. We could have substituted él and said Pedro Cano or Pedro. Pedro, right? This should be S-E. I'm sorry for that. It should be S-E. Él es, E-S, I'm sorry, E-S de los estados de California, right? It should be E-S, S, not C. Like here, S. Apologize for that. Número 3, the question número 3. ¿Cuántos años tiene él? ¿Cuántos años tiene él? How old is he? ¿Cuántos años tiene? Well, I think the answer is about here, right? So we're going to answer by saying, él tiene 17 años. Él tiene 17 años. Excelente, excelente. Now, here we have, let's continue to test ourselves. Here we have some sentences that are scrambled. This is very difficult for a lot of people. It is a very difficult task. Let's see how you do. If you get one word out of sequence, I would say you're okay. One word out of sequence is okay for this exercise because it is usually very difficult. So let's go through 1 through 6 and come up with the answers. Again, you should stop the video and write your answers. So if you read it as is, it's probably not going to make much sense. ¿Cómo llamas tú te? Right? Llamo Raúl me. Rico yo soy de Puerto. Doesn't make much sense, right? So you have to unscramble the sentence, okay, and rewrite it. This is what we have to do. We have to rewrite it. So let's try this exercise here. Very difficult exercise for most people. So in número 1, you should have had, ¿cómo te llamas tú? ¿Cómo te llamas tú? All right, that's the sequence. Número 2, me llamo Raúl. The person says, me llamo Raúl. Número 3, yo soy de Puerto Rico. Yo soy de Puerto Rico. 4, ¿de dónde eres tú? A question. ¿De dónde eres tú? Número 5, ¿cómo se llama ella? ¿Cómo se llama ella? What is her name? ¿Cómo se llama ella? Número 6, ella se llama Rosario. Ella se llama Rosario. Again, if you had one word out of sequence in your answers, that's okay. I think that's okay because this is difficult. This is a difficult exercise. Now, let's choose the correct response. This is a short quiz. It's a short quiz. It's multiple choice. Let's see how you handle that. Again, stop the video, come up with an answer 1 to 5. A, B, C, D is your answers, choices. Let's see what you come up with. Question number 1. ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? Which one? A, B, C, or D? Which one is the correct answer? Número 2. ¿Cómo se llama ella? ¿Cómo se llama ella? 3. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? 4. ¿De dónde es el maestro? ¿De dónde es el maestro? 5. Hola, buenas noches. What do you say to that? Somebody says to you, hola, buenas noches. what would you say? Well, here are your answers. Número uno, ¿de dónde eres? Should have had soy de Panamá. Número dos, ¿cómo se llama ella? Ah, Isabela. Isabela, that's her name, Isabela. Tres, ¿cómo estás? How are you? ¿Cómo estás? B, muy bien. Very well, muy bien. Cuatro, ¿de dónde es el maestro? ¿De dónde es el maestro? Where is the teacher from? Should have had C. Es de México. Es de México. Cinco. Somebody says to you, hola, buenas noches. You should have responded, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Good evening. Buenas noches. Right? Muy bien. Excelente. Buen trabajo. Here we have the verb tener, which is to have. Tener. And in Spanish, you need the verb tener to talk about how old the person is. Like we have here on the top. ¿Cuántos años tienes? ¿Cuántos años tienes? How old are you? Well, you should begin with yo tengo, right? This is the conjugation of the verb. Yo tengo, tú tienes, usted, él, ella tiene, nosotros tenemos, the plural, ustedes, ellos, ellas tienen, right? Talk about age. And here are some examples here of complete phrases. Yo tengo 20 años. Yo tengo 20 años, right? Yo, and the conjugation of yo is tengo. Yo tengo 20 años. Next one. Él, he. Él tiene 20 años. Él tiene 20 años. Notice the conjugation is different. Tiene versus tengo, right? Because now the subject is él. That's the subject, él. So if the subject is él, it's right here. Él tiene, right? Él tiene. And that's why we have él tiene. Él tiene 20 años. Él tiene 20 años. This one, the subject is tú. Right? Tú. Right here. Tú. Tú tienes 20 años. You are 20 years old. Tú tienes 20 años. Excelente. El verbo tener that we need to use. Now here is your homework challenge. I have a homework challenge. Here it is. Tell me something about yourself. Tell me something about yourself. For example, you should be able to tell me something like this because we've done plenty of lessons. Okay, something very simple. And I'll read it to you. The person says, hola, buenos días. Yo me llamo Jonathan Acosta. Yo me llamo Jonathan Acosta. Soy de Nueva Jersey. Soy de Nueva Jersey. Yo tengo 56 años. Yo tengo 56 años. Let's read it one more time, all the way through. Hola, buenos días. Me llamo Jonathan Acosta. Soy de Nueva York, Nueva Jersey. Soy de Nueva Jersey. Yo tengo 56 años. Perfecto. And that is all for today, my friends. Bienvenidos a Español. Thank you for spending this time with us. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have a topic that you want me to formulate a lesson around, please let us know. Let us know. Adiós. Adiós.